You are now tuned into Somewhere in the Middle with Soonie and Mo.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, Don on the beat.
Hey, I got so many ups.
Everywhere I go, I
got so many ups.
so many ups.
I know they plotting against me. I know it's hate, they wanna kill me, but please don't tempt me, cause I got so many Glocks. Hey, ain't none of them empty. Jesus said they would hate me too. That's how I know it's envy. I got so many ups.
Woo-wee! Dude,
I got so many. Ooh, I like that background though. That's low key fire.
yeah, but that's like
You gotta have like some. Ooh, I have to make you a graphic that looks like that with some like Soonie and Mo shit floating around.
actually.
You gotta show me that again because I could definitely make that.
No, wait. Actually, you do need to make that because I have like a USB thing that I used to do for the news, and that's what I used. Oh shit! Hell no, this don't go. Okay, so, yeah, I used to use it for the news. So they have all like my preloaded backgrounds in here,
Oh.
that I use when I do the news. What up, everybody? Man, we clearly were not. I was. Let me just. Okay. Whew. Okay, wait. I have to show you this really quick. Is there enough people in here? We're on StreamYard, so I can never. Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna waste this on just 6 people. Okay.
Yeah, our notifications are like staggering. Some people said they got it immediately. Other people are like, "What's going on?" I had inboxes come in. Do you guys have a show? I'm happy so many people watch it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Especially people
Yeah.
in our group chat. Thanks for, by the way, thanks for sharing our reminders. Thanks for sharing the notifications. Thanks for putting these reminders in your stories, buying the merch,
Facts.
donations.
Facts.
Thank you guys for all the support. Seriously, this show, the media company that we're trying to form, it does not work without all of you guys' support. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah,
I never really say thank you.
And thank you to Birdman, who always sends us pictures of him, even though his face is covered, in our merch. We really appreciate you that you remember to do that. Man.
Jax too. Jax is always sending me. I just don't post it. That's my fault. Don't send it to me. Send it to Mo.
Send it to me. Send it to Somewhere in the Middle, because Mo is the one. If you're talking to anybody on Somewhere in the Middle on Instagram, you're talking to me. And it's like people know when they're talking to me. It's really funny. Because I don't ever say this is Mo, but somehow they figure, obviously. I mean, I could say some really reckless shit and pretend to be you.
You could.
I should.
But she just told on herself. So now that you guys know that I am not logged in, it's not me.
We're going to one day play a game of, are you talking to Soonie or are you talking to Mo?
Oh,
Big booty.
Judy's here.
Big booty Judy. You gonna play the intro or should I do it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Big Judy, big booty Judy. What? Big Judy, big booty Judy. Big booty, big Judy, big booty Judy. Stop. I wanna see you move it. Yeah. Big booty Judy. Big booty Judy. Got big booty Judy. That's big booty Judy. Got big booty Judy. That's big booty Judy. Got big booty Judy. That's big booty Judy.
That video.
Okay. So now that we have 12 people in here, so Mo is drinking an iced coffee. Oh, you probably just saw a little preview. But today I'm drinking out of a penis straw. Look at that. I was in need of a straw. Let me tell you how this happened. And yes, it's a white penis. Look at that. So I was in need of a straw and I was like in a rush. And I had all these like party favors left over from a bachelorette party that I threw. So this is why we have the penis straw. Hopefully we don't get banned by YouTube for that one. Don't ban us, YouTube. Don't ban us.
What is going on with Somewhere in the Middle? Why can't anybody see it?
I don't know, but you know what, you guys? We need you guys to like it. What are they saying? They can't see it? They can't see that it's on? Tell them to go to
0 people watching. I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it too on my page.
Wait, it says waiting. Why does it say waiting? We're live.
Waiting for what?
I don't know.
It can't be because we have people here. Okay, guys, we need your help. Start hitting that.
Mhm.
What? Tyler's in the building.
My boy.
We know it went out. Okay. He said, I entered, and the first thing I heard was, this is why I have a penis straw. This might be the wrong life for me. Actually, Tyler, you're in the right place. Okay. What a weird coincidence that I was talking about my penis straw when you came in.
Tyler's
Okay.
like, you have said penis too many times consecutively in a row. I think I might leave this live.
Listen, I purposely have a white penis in celebration of Juneteenth. Okay. Okay.
I actually like that. That was
yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah. So, anyways, if you're in here, you guys, please tell all your friends that you guys normally talk to on social media to come on over to YouTube because clearly we're being shadow banned.
Yeah.
Hit this, smash the like button continuously. And I'm gonna look at our analytics on YouTube just to make sure there's no funny business.
So I reset it. Everybody should be able to come on now.
Okay. What are we discussing tonight? A whole lot.
A whole lot.
A whole lot of. We actually were off on Friday. We didn't have a show on Friday, so we missed a lot of topics. So we're probably going to go back a little bit on the news, talk about some stuff that maybe some people have already spoken about, but we haven't spoken about it. And then we're going to bring in some new ratchet topics that we've been seeing in the news and some important political ones as well. Okay, Amy says it's working now.
Awesome.
Just received the notification. Cool. Yeah, and I see our numbers going up, so that's a good thing. Anyways,
back in YouTube.
Freaking YouTube. What else was I gonna say? Just really quick because I forgot. Oh, we are gonna do Mind to Mo tonight.
Woohoo!
We are gonna do Mind to Mo. So hopefully Red Pill's in here because I know that she always wants to see Mind to Mo. So we have some Mind to Mo stuff today.
And
but my
son, I'm totally unaware of any of the questions that she's gonna ask. So I get to be just as shocked as you guys.
Which is usually the case, right? You're always shocked at the questions.
Sometimes, but this is because usually I'm there when you're having these aha epiphany moments, but I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Yeah. I wouldn't say this is one of my scarier ones. Like the number 2 pencil one was probably the most mind-blowing question I've ever asked. But I've got some good ones here.
I'm excited.
Yeah. You guys, I no longer have children in high school in whatever they call it. Is it secondary school or whatever it is?
High school?
My son graduated from high school this weekend. I'm done. I'm done with carpools and school lines and school activities and donating. I will still be attending board meetings though, because I am a taxpayer. So yeah.
How does it feel?
God, it feels so good. You know what? It feels good. But then at the same time, until the official summertime is over and he goes to, to college or not going to college. He's going to trade school, but start school and, getting more into adult life. That's when it's going to become more real to me. Right now, it's just a regular day. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
it's not streaming on Somewhere in the Middle.
I just fixed that. How's it not streaming?
What is going on?
It's streaming on Mo's channel. I'm going to it now.
Yeah, I'm going to go to it really quick. Bear with us just a second. We're going to check our pages.
Should we should put on some elevator music. I've been wanting to use the background music for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it. Are
you
guys ready?
Yes, please
Give us a moment, please.
Please hold.
What? That just ruined it. Okay, hold on. Let me find another one.
What the fuck? This is not elevator music.
This is kind of elevator music, right? No? Okay, wait. Hey, look. Okay, this is elevator music. One moment, please.
This is like you go to some old dude's house that you met and, and he's got like wine spritzers for you.
What the fuck is a wine spritzer?
Like what old people drink.
I actually like this. This is a little vibe.
Okay,
a little vibe.
I see us live on Somewhere in the Middle, so I don't know what y'all are talking
I
about.
see us live too. But people are saying in the chat, okay, we're back. Cool.
Okay.
We're back. Let's get back into the show.
Okay, geez, y'all. Geez. Anyways, thank you guys for keeping. Hey, what's up, Tito? What's up? Holly's like, okay, we're back. Man. Let me turn on my my monetization on my YouTube in case some of y'all want to be generous and donate. What the hell? YouTube already marked this video limited monetization. We haven't even done anything.
They're all judging the music. I like this funeral parlor music. That's
Judy
funny.
said that. Judy said that. That's nice.
Does it
Judy.
really sound like a funeral parlor? I don't know.
Funeral
Parlors have the like, just like very ominous organ that you never want to hear. That's just like the sound you don't want to hear when people die.
Mm-hmm. Right. Unless, of course, you're at a black church, and then you got some good music.
Oh, you're gonna hear some bops, bro. You might hear some R. Kelly. I Believe I Could Fly. I don't know. You might hear some Kirk Franklin in there,
dude.
You're gonna hear all the bops.
I told Soonie one time, funny story really quick. The first time Dave went to a black funeral, like in the South, like his very first black funeral experience. Because if you've never been to a black funeral, then you've never really been to a funeral. Okay. A black funeral is like, I wouldn't say it's like the Cirque du Soleil of funerals, but it's like very entertaining. Okay. It's a whole nother experience. It's very dramatic. In the South, it's very hot and there's always an open casket. Everybody's got fans. There's no air conditioning and you're like staring at a dead body. It's just not the best. It's not the best circumstances. But the best part about a black funeral is the black preacher. Okay. The guy that gives the sermon about whoever has passed. I mean,
the eulogy, right?
So
I'm gonna go get you some background black church music.
Yeah, we need some organ music real quick. So anyways, we go to this funeral in New Orleans because a friend of ours, Rodney, who we both worked with when I was working at a regular company at a job, he passed away from cancer. Mind you, quick side funny story to that. So when Rodney was dying and he was in the hospital, we were all surrounding Rodney's bed, kind of saying our final goodbyes. And Rodney's mom walks in. Rodney's black. He black. And Rodney's mom walks in and she sees all these guys that Rodney works with who are all white guys. And we're all holding hands and saying a prayer around Rodney, you know, just telling him how much we love him and, you know, just wishing him the best. And Rodney's mom's like, she's got her head down and she's like looking around and she goes, I had no idea Rodney had so many white friends. Right? So anyways, yes. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. So we're at the funeral and the preacher's up there giving the sermon and he's like comparing Rodney to a FedEx package. Okay. A FedEx package that has reached its final destination. Okay. And it was just hilarious because he was just like, Rodney has gone. He's been picked up by the FedEx truck. He's on his way, Lord. He's just like, dude, and all the white people in the room are just like traumatized, okay? Because they don't know what's going on. The people that are
not the FedEx package, though.
The FedEx package, the other black folks in the room are like, yes. They're standing up. They're doing the Holy Ghost dance. Like, it's just crazy. Dude, I'm feeling this music. We should just keep this going the whole show.
This is what it sounds like in a black church, y'all. This is what I remember growing up.
Yeah.
Just Holly said, shout out to Rodney, man. God rest his soul.
R.I.P. Rodney.
God rest his soul.
Yeah.
I like this music too. It's actually pretty fire.
Yeah.
So you ain't never been to a funeral if you've never heard that music in the background. I have seen the difference.
Mm-hmm.
everyone's like packed into this funeral home scenario versus a church where all the family comes and you even have dinner afterwards. You have breakfast before and dinner afterwards.
Oh, yes.
You have, it's like a whole week experience of
Yes.
family members coming into town.
Mhm.
And it's a bunch of food.
Mhm.
It's
It's
the
always
most unhealthy coping mechanism. Here's some food. Eat all you want.
it's the best. It's the best ever. And that was the awesome thing about it is, you know, these people got to experience just a different culture that they had never experienced before. And then afterwards they got to go eat food that they had never really eaten before, right?
That's fire.
And it was all cooked by the women in the town and blah blah blah. And Soonie and I always say, like, because you know, I grew up in part of my life in Chicago, and Soonie says, man, wouldn't it be so cool if we could just bring like white people to a barbecue to a barbecue in the hood? To a
Yeah.
barbecue. Yeah. If you haven't been the only white person at an all black barbecue, you haven't been to a barbecue.
You got to experience that one time. I think I really do think if white people did that and black people allowed that, it would completely change a lot of unnecessary stereotypes and biases. I think it would change a lot. I think there would be more understanding as well when you get to see people in their environments outside of what the media shows you. Turn it into a TV show. Someone on the right needs to listen to all these ideas and give me my credit. All right, I want that executive producer credit. Turn these into shows. We have to do something that makes this side appealing. Please, because we're dying over here slowly.
Well,
clearly we're dying.
We need to show a different side, I think, of a lot of cultures, right? Like Black culture, Hispanic culture, Asian culture, even, because there's obviously these stereotypes that exist, but not every Black person or Hispanic person or Asian person fits into those stereotypes.
Facts. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right,
guys, can you do us a favor? Please hit the like button on this video so that we can get the algorithm kicking. We are kind of battling some shadow banning. I can tell not many notifications have gone out. We have over 100 subscribers to this channel, and we easily break 50 viewers, no problem, any other show.
Yeah.
Please do us a favor and hit the thumbs up. And if you're new here and you like what you hear throughout the show, hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you never miss another notification. Unless YouTube decides to shadow ban, and then I can't control that. But just tap it to make sure.
All right. So I'm going to go down the list of stuff that I want to talk about, or that me and Soonie want to talk about. And then Soonie, you can add to it also.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to talk about the Target trans boycott that's been going on, because Soonie and I have an interestingly similar view on this. And it's not what you think the part that you think, but we were just talking about it today for the first time. And I was like, yeah, I totally agree with you. So we're going to talk about Target. We're going to, since we just did graduation, I wanted to talk about this Texas high school that postponed graduation after only 5 seniors qualified to graduate. Like, what the hell is going on? Then I did want to talk about Trump saying he wants to end birthright citizenship for those who illegally enter the US, meaning like an anchor baby type of thing, which I think is a good thing. I think it's a good thing. We'll see what his base thinks about it.
Ooh, I think we're gonna slightly disagree on this.
And in line with graduation, I want to talk about the University of Cal Berkeley holding a Black-only graduation ceremony.
I saw that.
What?
So unnecessary and so extra. I saw that comment, Holly. She's like, you're being too extra. That is extra.
What? Having a Black-only graduation?
Yeah, like, bro. I can see if it's an HBCU. Cool. It's gonna be predominantly Black anyway, but to like, it's the experience of graduating. You don't get to rob people of that and infuse your like sicko views on race. Like I don't know. You're taking their experience away from finishing college, which is an accomplishment for a lot of people. They spend a lot of money and a crazy amount of years, in school and you're going to take it away and slap race on it.
Right.
It's just not fair.
Not just that, but people have like friends of all races that you want to have that experience with together, right? Like we're all at graduation together, and now it's like, oh well, you ain't black, you can't come to this graduation.
That's stupid. That's stupid.
Stupid. We'll do some entertainment news. You know, I want to talk a little Kardashian. R.I.P. Tina Turner. We'll talk about that.
What's love got to do?
I want to talk about P. Diddy, man, because
she's been stuck on this P. Diddy topic.
My algorithm, and I got to think, you know, I thought at first it was Soonie that sent me something, but it was P that told me to watch something. And then it just like took over my algorithm. But then Soonie said they've been trying to push this. So it's on hers as well. Okay.
See, she blamed the ratchet stuff on me.
Yes.
I like how y'all need to be a part of these conversations.
Like Christine said, he's fruity.
Whatever you sent me has got, what did she say? Whatever you sent me has got my algorithm just like all over the place. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's not my shit too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have some topics. My topics are politically driven, surprisingly. I don't know if you guys are surprised. I don't really spend too much time talking about politics much, unless it's something worth speaking on. Ron DeSantis is going after the First Step Act. I thought that was just a very strange thing to do.
Yeah.
And the news in the right, and I guess the alt-right, what do you call us? Are we considered alt-right now, since we have DeSantis supporters that are considered right-leaning, but something in my opinion, pretty progressive?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. So
DeSantis
there's like this back and forth. DeSantis is whack. We're going to get into the Twitter space. We didn't get to talk about any of this. We're going to get into the Twitter space.
Yeah.
But my topics are Trump, DeSantis, of course, the debt ceiling, the rumblings of Democrats, House Democrats being pissed off at Joe for the negotiation that he came up with, and then telling you guys what the actual negotiations were. So we're going to have a jam-packed show full of entertainment and actually a lot of informative stuff when it comes to politics.
Yeah.
Which is what I think I thrive in. This is my wheelhouse.
What happened like over the weekend that we came out of this where you're talking about the serious politics stuff and I'm talking about the social, like,
you know what it is? This is what it is. We, for the last year and a half, over 2 years now, we've spent so much time talking about social issues, talking about race, like combating all these things, homosexuality. June is coming. I got a whole graphic I'm gonna put out. June is coming and I'm coming, right? Pride Month. We spend so much time on this that I kind of tune out. I get bored. But when politics is happening and you have candidates who are pretty much competing for our vote, debating policy, that's when you actually have to tune in. It's fun. Yeah. It's like the Super Bowl, right? This is like the Super Bowl. These are the playoffs. We get to see which teams. I feel like I'm in the zone right now. So I get to talk about policy. I get to talk about which candidates are full of shit. Man, I like this time of year.
When election time comes around, you guys, it's going to be so good. Yeah. I know some people are going to be over it. We'll put some like fun topics in there, but I feel like it's going to be so good. I want to start off with the Trump DeSantis topics, since that was like the big trending thing over the weekend. Oh, and real quick, we will do Mind to Mo for those of you guys that are just tuning in. We'll do Mind to Mo also.
Yes, we will.
So DeSantis went on the Twitter space and did
epic failure.
The most boring interview I think I have ever seen in my life. Boring. Yeah. I mean, it was bad, y'all. I don't know if anybody watched it who was in the chat. Speak up and let us know. Because me and Soonie watched it. I mean, I tried. I had to watch it like in 3 parts because I had to like take a nap in between.
Damn, why are you doing it like that?
Dude, I'm telling you, I was telling Soonie yesterday, I was like, you know, this is the thing, dude. DeSantis will never hold a candle to Trump when it comes to his charisma and his personality. And whether you hate him or you love him, okay? People love to even hate him. They tune in to listen to what he has to say, to hate on what he has to say. But there's nothing there with DeSantis. Like, it's like literally watching paint dry, literally watching paint dry. And this is what up, Liddell. This is no shade to anybody who is on the spectrum, but I said this to Soonie. I was like, I low-key think DeSantis is on the spectrum because it's almost like he doesn't connect to like humor or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have like, I forget what you call it, but like just
He's bad at social cues.
social cues. That's what it is. He has no like social cues whatsoever. He's like a robot. And I'm just like, there's no way you can make it. Like, your wife is going to have to come back with like a stage 4 cancer diagnosis and be like campaigning for you bald on stage for you to get any type of like attention. Cause that's the only, like, his wife actually is a very like, personable person. People really like her.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's probably better than Melania in that sense, because yes, Melania is this very like statuesque model, whatever. But I think a lot of women don't relate to her, whereas DeSantis' wife, a lot more women can relate to her.
Yeah, I agree. I don't disagree with you on any of this. Oops.
Well, Liddell wants Trump DeSantis. Listen.
No. Can listen. When we get to the policy discrepancy with DeSantis, I feel like I'm going to change your mind by the end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
It would not be smart for Trump to even think about that, or for people to even put those two names together right now. I'm not even going to get into it. I'll wait till we get to that topic.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you. The Twitter space, and I'm going to be a nerd, right? A techie, and say, I do understand that there are glitches and bugs that they're working out when it comes to Twitter space. It is kind of a fairly new feature. I don't know if they've ever hosted any followers with over 1 million, right? I'm going to give grace there. Although I don't think that has anything to do with what happened that day. I am going to extend grace there because it's, number one, it's logical and it happens. We're talking about tech.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, although there might have been people trying to get in and could not get in, because I was one of those people, the announcement was very boring. So I can see people dropping off, and people did drop off. A lot of people left because he just talked about his accomplishments in Florida,
Mm-hmm.
how he was different than Trump, took a few jabs at Trump, talked about the border, talked about education in Florida. And he said a lot of things that I agreed with, but it was just super lackluster. It's like you're waiting for the climax to happen, and then you're waiting for the other side when you get off the roller coaster and the ride is done. And you're like,
yeah,
that was okay. I might consider DeSantis. I like what he was talking about.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. It just didn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say, okay, so to address Liddell's comment, while I agree with you that I don't think that'd be a good idea, if they did that, and it's like a thought in the back of my mind that both of them are kind of like trolling us to get us to hate that, because there's people that already hate Trump, but to get people to like turn against DeSantis, and then they're going to be like, gotcha, and they're going to join together. And once they do that, it'll be game over. Like, it'll be unstoppable. I'm sorry, but it will be. That'll just be the case.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see for sure.
Holly's just like, Holly's where I'm at. Look, when Trump announced, there was millions of views from every news station.
Mm-hmm.
Millions. Okay.
Right.
This was Trump announcing. Trump is charismatic. Trump has personality. Trump's a jerk. He definitely captured the heart of millions of women. If you think he didn't, that's why they keep trying to paint him as a misogynist.
Mm-hmm.
Women like jerks. Let's just keep it a band.
Yep.
I'm taking Elon down. We already talked about how terrible your Twitter space was. That was bad. I hope they fix the bugs, and I hope they're able to actually host something of that stature, or like something of that type of hosting, the presidential announcements, and they pull it off flawlessly because it is an avenue to beat mainstream media. I like it. I agree with it.
Yeah.
Twitter Space is epic. I feel like it should be the new town hall for all things we discuss as far as politics, culture, whatever. I agree with that.
Did you see the troll that they did, like the Trump where where they had like it was Ron DeSantis, George Soros, Klaus Schwab, Dick Cheney? Did you see that?
No.
Oh, wait. Let me play this really quick because you got to see this. This is funny. This is funny for those of you guys that didn't see this. So there was a troll that it says Trump shares deranged video mocking DeSantis's glitchy campaign lunch.
What?
Yeah.
I haven't seen this.
Okay.
Well, that concludes our Twitter space for today. Thank you to all of our...
Hold your horses, Elon. The real president is going to say a few words. The devil, I'm going to kick your ass very soon. Hitler, you're already dead. Dick Cheney sounds like you'll be joining Hitler very soon. Klaus Schwab and George Soros, I'm putting both your asses in jail. And Ron DeSanctimonious can kiss my big, beautiful 2024 presidential from 2024, baby. Let's go.
Oh my god! Of course, the Young Turks would have it on. I bet you they like short circuit.
Yeah,
they couldn't even laugh. Like, come on, bro, it's funny.
Yeah, that was done with AI, people. Scary ass AI.
Oh my gosh!
But yeah, I mean, they didn't talk about anything interesting or fun or new. I think
no, he didn't.
No, I think people, regardless of whether it's boring or not, you guys, everything can't be exciting 24/7.
Yeah.
Watch it. Okay. Watch it.
Watch it.
Watch it. Watch it because you have to still be informed, right? Like, don't go into this election just, oh, I love Trump and Trump's the only answer. You got to give everybody an equal listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Be objective.
Be objective.
It's the best thing you can do in politics is be objective because nobody's on your team anyway.
That's
besides you and people like-minded individuals.
Yeah.
Floridians should be disappointed for putting DeSantis in office for 4 more years, and then he's trying to be president. Wow. I think it's very interesting hearing criticism for DeSantis from Republican voters in Florida. It often makes me wonder, like, is it valid criticism or is it because you see Trump and him aren't getting along? I wonder that all the time.
Right. Because like I said, everybody was like on his nutsack.
Yeah.
Until all of a sudden they weren't. Like, including some of your favorite conservative influencers were turning their back on Trump. Okay. Turning their back on Trump. Mind you, Mo stayed. I stayed. Trump down. I was down for Trump the whole time.
He was down for Trump.
I criticized him, but I was down for him, right? And then all of a sudden they were like, oh, DeSantis is trash. Oh, this, that. I was like, wait, what? Like, what memo do they get to just switch all of a sudden? That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I guess, I don't know. The ability to, it's not even the ability to think freely because they're not thinking freely. They're using, I feel like, let me not say I feel, a lot of people use Trump's commentary for direction on how to think, move, and like what kind of content to put out. Like, I'm just being honest.
Or each other. Yeah.
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 I don't know. I just don't think people think for themselves.
Yeah, I agree. Ow.
I'm tardy to class. Forgive me.
Oh, you're good.
Welcome to class.
You're good. Welcome to class, Jacqueline. What else did you want to say about the Trump thing? Because I know there was something else you wanted to say.
What do you mean about?
Was there some, or was it DeSantis? Something else? There was another.
What are you talking about?
You were going to talk about something with DeSantis.
Oh, the First Step Act.
That's right.
What up? Yeah, I'll get into that. So everyone knows the First Step Act has always been somewhat of a bragging point for a lot of Black conservatives. And it's like conservatives in general, Republicans in general, they like to use this accolade for a bragging rights to say, actually, the Republican Party and the GOP have done something for the Black community. And this is what we've done, the First Step Act. This is our first step at countering the 94 crime bill.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So Holly was telling me, did you see DeSantis attacked the First Step Act? And I'm like, what? He did what? Yeah, he was attacking it. And he says it's letting out dangerous people. So I decided to start doing some research. And of course, I like to go to right-leaning sources before going to left in this situation to see if they're being fair. But he's attacking Trump for putting the public's safety at risk due to violent criminals getting out of jail. And that only happened because of the First Step Act. I don't know how many people paid attention in 2018, 2019, when all these things were going on. But there's always, I guess, conflict amongst the groups as to if they should be doing this, right? DeSantis was on board with the first version of the First Step Act.
Yep.
He then
2018
left because he got elected as governor,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't participate in the second one, the second version. So either way, this is something that DeSantis supported. You supported the first version. You didn't get to support the second one because you weren't there to even vote on it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what is the criticism? DeSantis keeps saying it let more violent offenders out, and now they're tormenting Americans.
Because they're not
So
being properly rehabilitated, is what he's saying.
Right.
Yeah.
So what did I do? I went to the actual First Step Act. I'm like, bro, what are you complaining about? This is the actual bill. Okay. Anytime you want to go do the research on these things, go to congress.gov, type in the bill number. It'll pop up immediately. You can read it from start to finish. So, of course, this is a broad version of it. It just gives you the important pieces. But I read through all of this and I couldn't find where there was any issue or why he would even be going after Trump for this specific bill.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, to this day, y'all remember that meme? To this day, I still don't know what this man is talking about. I don't know.
Yeah.
Every statement you look up, he released violent offenders. But of course, some of the people from the Trump campaign in 2019 came out to counter that argument, which the left was doing at the time. And we'll get into what I think about that. Those people were going to be let out regardless of the First Step Act. So what is what is your gripe with the First Step Act? Because I can tell you what the average voter is going to think that has my skin color. You don't want black people out of jail. Like, that's just what it is, bro. That's what it's going to turn into. That's what it's going to be. What is your actual issue? What do you think, Bo?
I don't have any thoughts on this because it just seems weird. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. The only thing I can think of is like, okay, you're just grasping at whatever you can attack Trump over. Cause like he went into Trump's lockdowns, you know, the COVID lockdowns. And he was like, you basically turned the country over to Dr. Fauci. And, you know, everybody like said, oh, Florida was so open during COVID. But then I follow people like Wake Up. What is her name? Linda, whatever. She lives in Miami. And she was like very transparent about the fact that there were places all over Miami and Florida that were like lockdowns, and DeSantis wasn't doing everything that people were saying he was doing. Like he was like putting out these false,
that too.
Yeah. Like he was putting out like this false stuff that his state was so open and free. And they're like, no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You know, DeSantis is seeming more and more shady to me as we go along. And if people don't see that, like this type of stuff, like where he's just kind of like switching it up all of a sudden.
Yes.
You know, I'm just like, it's not, I don't know. I don't even like him anymore for governor of Florida. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it.
So on Sunday, DeSantis had a criticism for Trump because Trump was talking about the crime rate in Florida, which, by the way, Florida is 25th on the list for violent crimes in America. I just wanted to point that out. And the total amount of violent crimes they had in Florida in the year 2020 was 83,000. 83K, bro. Those are the total violent crimes you had in your state. Right. So stop. And I pulled that up. I'll show you guys right now, so you guys can go fact check me if you want. But it's right here.
Yeah.
You're coming at him for actually talking about a violent trend in Florida. Matter of fact, while I was looking this stuff up, why does a video come across my page that shows a shootout in Florida that was on national news? You like I have pointed out Florida and DeSantis for a long time, bro. Like, DeSantis is full of shit. I pointed out his tyrannical legislation that people don't read, okay, that pretty much left your fate and whoever the state health inspector was at that moment that deemed you a threat, they can forcefully vaccinate you. Nobody read that part of the bill, though. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
This dude is diabolical.
He ain't making friends in the Black community, because as it is, they're already twisted up over the critical race theory stuff, which, you know, they don't really understand what's in there. But then you're gonna take the First Step Act away. You're gonna campaign on the fact that you're gonna reverse that shit. Like
how dumb, how stupid. Look, Ron DeSantis rips Trump over First Step Act, vows to repeal it. Basically, a jailbreak bill. This is what I was talking to you about when I was confused. Like, dude. Mo will tell you, I sit and try to figure out what the fuck is going on so that I don't lean on to my own understanding. I sit and I try.
Yeah.
None of this makes sense. Just like the NAACP, that attack was politically motivated. They knew Ron was going to run. They had to wound him in some way coming out the gate. Why not use a Black issue and put education behind it? You then come back out, Ron, with repeal the First Step Act.
Right.
What? I don't want this guy anywhere near Trump as a VP.
And look at this. So it says here, DeSantis says, this is from floridapolitics.com. DeSantis's policy doesn't seem to apply to rioters who participated in the storming of the U.S. Capitol. As Congress was certifying the 2020 election results, DeSantis said he would look at pardoning some of these perpetrators who were convicted of offenses on that day, which saw 5 people killed and 138. You know, that obviously we knew that was not accurate. But anyways, I think that's funny. That's kind of funny. Anyways, what up, Red Pill? And yes,
Julius, everybody coming in. Thanks, you guys.
Soonie was right. Soonie was right.
Look, bro. I didn't even know you were live, and I had a very crazy situation that I talked about on my live earlier. We'll get to that story at some point.
Oh yeah,
on the show.
Oh, you shared it. You shared it. I didn't know if you were going to share that.
Yeah, I'll talk about it later when we get to like a low point. But here is the exact quote from DeSantis, so people can't say that I'm spreading false news, and I'm using a right-leaning source, which is Fox News. Under the Trump administration, he enacted a bill, basically a jailbreak bill. It's called the First Step Act. It has allowed dangerous people out of prison who have reoffended and really, really hurt a number of people, DeSantis said in an interview with the Daily Wire. DeSantis, substantiate that claim, brother. Where's the data? And why are Black conservatives mum's the word on this? We should be the first people to be like, absolutely not. Unless you can show what you're talking about, don't come out with fake news. That's fake news.
Yep.
Super fake news. Right? Thank you, Birdman. And it just so happened to come out on the G-Wire, where he feels comfortable saying these things because he's amongst like-minded individuals. And I said what I said. I don't care. I don't care. Yes, Jews look out for each other. And y'all ain't got no problem with it until Blacks look out for each other. And it becomes a whole, oh, this is racist. Get out of here, bro. I knew where the shooting was, just saying where most crime happens. Soonie called it early on. She was right.
What happened?
People got mad at me, bro. I think he's
Yep.
talking about the shooting that I was speaking on that happened in Florida. I know that it's happening where most crime happens, but the fact of the matter is they have crime-ridden areas that they're high in crime. They have high crime rates. To pretend like that doesn't exist in Florida is stupid. There is a hood everywhere in America, and it's bad there. Stop pretending like it's not. Y'all do not fix these areas. Stop it, DeSantis.
Yeah.
Stop it.
If anything, you would, it's a way for him to shovel more money into the prison system, which is what all corrupt politicians do, right?
Exactly, because they get kickbacks.
They get kickbacks. So think about it that way also. Let's while we're on the topic of Trump and DeSantis, I wanted to talk about Trump renews pledge to end birthright citizenship for children of immigrants. So the former president is floating the idea of repealing the constitutional protections several times while he was in office. So he toyed with this before. And he says he pledged Tuesday that he would end birthright citizenship for the children of immigrants in the country illegally on day one of his administration. And I believe him because he does a lot. He does everything he says he's going to do pretty much. Well, except for put Hillary in jail, which is a whole other thing.
The biggest thing.
The biggest promise he made to us, he didn't do. One of his administration, if he were to be reelected in 2024, renewing a highly controversial proposition that he floated several times during his term. Trump made the pledge in a video he posted on his social media site, Truth Social, while railing against the immigration policies of the Biden administration. So I think this is a great idea, okay? Because I think this is how it should be. It's been way too long, and I used to live in California in the San Diego area, and you see it. You see these women that are pregnant, they come over the border to have their kids, and then boom, their kids are citizens because they're born in the United States. And then that creates that's why you have people now that want to come over the border because they have family members here. And that's how that happens. And maybe that wouldn't have been the issue that he would have to campaign on if Biden hadn't effed up and let so many damn people in the country that didn't belong here to begin with. So now we got to pull back. We got to pull way back. And I'm all for this. What do you think?
I mean, it's in our Constitution that they are entitled to citizenship. It's an amendment. I want to say the 14th. Am I right?
It is the 14th Amendment. Yes, you're correct.
It's the 14th Amendment. Although, like I said, I don't disagree with you, right? I think we should shut it all down. I'm pretty much anti-immigration at this point because of how horribly our country is handling it. But this is unconstitutional. People are taking advantage of the system, but they have a right to be here. They're born here. Where are they going to go?
So, like when it comes to like DACA people, like those people that are products of this, right?
Yeah.
I have a soft space in my heart for those people because they want to send them back, and they've never been outside of the United States. They don't know anything outside the United States. This is where they grew up. And I agree with you that amending the Constitution opens up the door to, okay, if we amend the Constitution for this, what else are we going to amend the Constitution for? It can be a very slippery slope.
Yes.
But in my mind, with the turmoil that this current president has put us in with immigration, to me, it almost is like an emergency amendment. Like it's an emergency situation. We need to fix the problem. Maybe if he says we put it on hold for, X amount of time until we can figure this out and we can get people who have been legally waiting to be processed through legally into their citizenship and catch up. Maybe I could do that. I don't know. We're in a bad spot though. We're in a bad spot.
I mean, I get it, right? I get it because extreme measures call for extreme consequences
Mhm.
and reactions. Like, I get it. I said it backwards, but because of these actions, you have to take extreme measures.
Mhm.
I 1000% get it, and I think it's logical.
Yeah.
But we have a constitution, and we don't like when the left tries to take advantage and nitpick and manipulate little things. And it, like you just said, it creates a slippery slope.
Mhm.
It's listen, it's an unfortunate situation, but we can stop them from coming in here and having their children by stopping the encouragement of them even coming to the fucking border. Now, we're
Mhm.
not going to be able to get around the military members that procreate with women where they are.
Right.
We'll never be able to get around that. And that's another way that they can just violate anyway, which is what they do.
But they have
And
to
now,
marry, don't they? Don't they have to be married?
yeah,
Yeah.
but still, it's just another avenue that they can go through.
Mhm.
I just look, I don't know. I take the anti-federalist mindset when it comes to a lot of these things. We already have the Articles of Confederation, right? Now we have the US Constitution. Leave it alone.
Mm.
Unless we are amending something else that actually makes sense to strengthen the Constitution, leave it alone. Just leave it
Mm.
alone.
What do you think is going to be what topic in people's presidential campaign will be the most talked about promise of the 2024 campaign? Will it be immigration? Will it be LGBTQ? I don't think they'll be pandering to Black people like they've done in previous campaigns, because now they're lumping Black people in with LGBTQ. Sorry to say it, but that's what's happening. Not that I agree with that, but that's what they're
Yeah.
doing, right? I think it's going to be immigration.
Um,
Well, maybe it's going to be LGBTQ.
I do think immigration will be up there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're going to go after what's intimate to people. I think the education in kids
Mm-hmm.
and the indoctrination of them will be a huge focal point for a lot of candidates.
Yeah.
That's what I see. I do see immigration definitely being the conversation, and it'll be important. But I do think what parents and people have been complaining about a lot on both sides is like education and indoctrination versus, the left will be pushing these things versus the right,
Mm-hmm.
who will be pushing against it. I think
Yeah.
we'll see more of that than anything. I don't see race. I don't know. I don't know if race is going to be a big factor in any of this. I don't know. I don't know how I see it yet.
Yeah. Well, it's, like in my mind, I just picture like, the cartoon characters with like the smoke coming out of their ears. Like I picture all these like campaign people that work on people's campaigns and strategize what they're going to talk about and how they're going to, focus the campaign. They must be going wild right now, trying to figure out, because if they're smart, they're going to talk about the indoctrination of children. But then at the same time, you have to now talk about LGBTQ because that's what's pushing that stuff, right? And then they got to go, well, but then we don't want to upset our gay base. Like, God forbid we upset the gays, right? And then we got to think about the log cabin Republicans. I'm talking about the right? They are probably like the mental gymnastics that they're doing right now to try to talk about those issues, because in my mind, if Trump talks about the indoctrination of children and really grabs people with that and really makes people feel like he's going to put a stop to this and there's going to be things put in place to just eradicate this nonsense that's going on, that could just like seal the deal for him, right? But conservatives aren't going to like it if he starts to just placate to the gays.
But I left something out. One thing that Republicans keep stressing, and this is actually, I believe, going to be one of the biggest things they run on is abortion. The GOP feels like they're losing because of their stance on abortion. It is going to be abortion, gays, education. That's what I see all these people running on. Immigration will be in there too.
I feel like abortion is not even going to be talked about because I feel like transitioning people is the new abortion, is the new birth control pill. Honestly, I think that they're they're trying to turn everybody trans and gay, and that's how they're going to control the population, pretty much, right?
Maybe.
Honestly,
we'll have to see. Look, keep these predictions in your head so we can see which way it goes. I do see those 4 things being a huge discussion because of how the town hall went and the specific questions that were asked. And we even had a reaction to it. We're going to want to hear how Trump's going to run on abortion. That's going to be a very important thing for a lot of people on the right.
Yeah.
And he's got to talk about it.
Yeah.
He has to talk about it. And any right-leaning source that does not question him on that, you're softballing. That is going to be a stickler for him.
Yeah, that's what's going to make it so entertaining is I think that CNN town hall was like a litmus test.
Yeah.
For him to like dip his toe in the water about how he's talking about this stuff.
He's like, let me go to the left, because I don't want to piss these people off. Let me just go over here.
Yeah.
And answer these questions.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this election season. I do think it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Super fun.
It's tough. And people say, well, he's got to speak to both sides of his base. But, Trump is always one to be very, to speak, I guess, in a, God first and God this and God that. Well, if you are a true believer, like Soonie always says, you have to do what's right and God will take care of you, not placate to the, to what people want to hear. Here comes Chad. He's making his appearance.
His debut. What's up, Chad?
What's up, Chatty? Hey, Chatty Daddy. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
Super interesting. I think this particular topic, and this will probably be the end of politics. We spent a lot of our time on politics. Jeez.
I know. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Almost an hour.
We could put Target in this one though. We can work Target after.
We can because I want you to pull up that Richard Grinnell video. I can't pull up any videos on Instagram for some reason.
Okay, hold on.
It's on my page. You'll see it. It's big and rainbow. It's bright.
Okay.
So the debt ceiling conversation that's been going on between Democrats and Republicans has been a stickler in the left side, specifically because we've already heard complainings of them not being able to negotiate or do anything because people don't want to bend. Nobody wants to negotiate. Nobody wants to do anything. People want their way and that's it, which I agree with both sides on. Get in there, negotiate, figure something out. So Kevin McCarthy, who is actually, in my opinion, because of Liddell, he's actually brought me over to the light. He's done an okay job for right now as speaker as far as negotiating goes. Listen, we're not going to get everything we want, right? So this is the actual negotiation plan that they came up with. We're going to talk about Lindsey Graham as well. Negotiation plan they came up with, and it was going to potentially hurt student loan borrowers and people on food stamps and could cost some Americans their job. Now, for a fact, this is going to be a point of contention with Democrats. And it's probably going to be talked about in this up and coming election because I do see them passing this. The only people who are bothered with it are the progressives. And those are your AOCs, your what do you call them? The hit squad? What do they call them? Those groups?
They're the oh man, not the hit squad.
The mob? What the fuck?
No.
What are they called? The goon squad, the feminazis, like what?
Something like that. There's something like that. I forget.
So Biden and McCarthy finally reached a deal on Saturday night to raise the debt ceiling. The deal is set to reduce government spending and codify the end of student loan payment pause.
Mhm.
So the fact that you have been able to automatically defer will no longer exist if this passes through.
Mhm.
This is going to hurt Biden's campaign and his attempt to run again, because you pissed these people. You, first of all, you already promised them that there would be forgiveness. That didn't happen. We're
Right.
almost in the next election cycle. People are paying attention. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at the shade room comments, y'all. Go look.
Right.
They're talking about this
Right.
shit. So
Yep.
not only did you not come through on that, now you're about to release this pause and people's credit scores are about to go in the motherfucking trash because this stuff is counting now. Dude.
Mhm. Yep.
I love this move. Shout out
Yep.
to Republicans. Look, this is actually a good move on behalf of Kevin McCarthy. Make them agree to something. Y'all have been complaining. We've negotiated. He did it with the president. This is what they came up with.
Mhm. Good job.
Look, I get that. I get that. But I'm just talking about what they now have to vote on. That's what I'm thinking about. They have to vote on this in the House and the Senate. And they have to make a decision on whether they're going to agree to what the president negotiated and the Speaker of the House negotiated to, or they're going to keep fighting, which will send this country into a default, which is what they're trying to avoid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm not going to read it, but there's an interesting article that just came out on Fox News. McCarthy Biden debt ceiling deal passes big procedural hurdle in the House. That's an interesting article if you guys want to go read it. It's on the Fox News website. Lots of cool information in there as well. But yeah, it'll be interesting. And of course, I told Soonie yesterday, I'm like, oh, there's no cut there on the money we send to Ukraine, obviously.
Matter of fact, since you brought that up, can you please pull that Lindsay scam video I just posted?
Okay, hold on.
Republicans and Democrats
Share.
are not different at all. Politicians, they're not different. Okay.
All right.
Free.
Yes.
And we will be.
And the Russians are down.
It's the best money we've ever spent.
Thank you so much.
Let it play one more time if you can.
Free or die.
Now you are free.
Yes.
And we will be.
And the Russians are down.
It's the best money we've ever spent.
Jeez Louise.
Thank you so much.
That was
Free.
Oh, disgusting.
Are you guys gonna vote him out? Wait. Are any of you guys gonna vote him out? South Carolina.
Disgusting. When was that? Just recently?
It looks to be.
It's the best money we've ever spent.
Lindsay scam, everybody. Lindsay scam.
Did he get plastic surgery? He looks really weird.
He's always looked weird. I used to love Lindsey Graham until I really researched him, and I was like, "What the? Ew!"
I've always thought he was gay because I don't know if he was ever married or what, but he takes care of his mother. Like he has an ill mother, and he's never married. Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah, I think he's gay for sure.
I think he's gay.
Sure. Okay, it's just the squad. All right.
The squad. Oh
what it is.
gosh, yes, that's what it is.
Squad.
You
That's
said
the hit
you said the
squad.
mob squad. You went through all of them.
The feminazis. The feminazis. Cori Bush is dumb as crap, bro. They pushed her. I'm sorry. We're on the topic of politics. This was like 2020, maybe 2019, when they were arguing about the rich paying their fair share, blah, 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 right? So the interviewer, the guy, the news anchor is like, you know what? Well, what is the fair share? Tell us what your fair share. And she says, you know how people repeat the question when you got them, they're about to lie or give you some bullshit answer.
Yeah.
Well, what? So you're asking me, what do I think it should be? And he's like, yeah, what do you think it should be? And she says, 9%. And he's like, you realize it's already 9%, right? And she said, oh, really? I'm like, yo, you're voting these people in and they have no clue what they're debating. The fact that these women are in anything called the squad is ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
I
wish
made a video. That video is long gone into the ether, but I'm just in a video like, y'all ain't gonna question this bitch?
Right?
What?
I wish we could show that picture of AOC that I sent you that I was like, is this her? Should we
That
show
was
it?
funny.
Or will we get banned?
We'll get flagged.
We'll get banned.
We're already hanging on by a thread.
Yeah. Well, while I'm on your page, let's show
Yeah.
the video that you made of Richard Grinnell. Richard Grinnell on Dave Rubin's show, bragging about the LGBTQ shirt he bought from none other than Tarjay. Okay, so
Tarjay.
When are we going to learn? I'm saying that in Soonie's voice.
When?
Here he is.
I know your crowd is pretty casual. My crowd is casual. I feel like I should be wearing. I have that same ugly hoodie. I could be. Should we stop right now?
But do you have the same?
I don't have
T-shirt?
the gay mustache T-shirt.
Available at Target.
Is that a Target?
Yeah, it's Target.
You truly are a man of the people.
Yeah.
All right, we got a lot to talk about. So I really.
Man of the people.
Of course, I had to put a biblical spin on that, because in that same interview, he says that he is a better Christian because he's a homosexual. And I'm not going to get on my soapbox, but this interview exists, and it's about 2 years old. It came out when him and this is right after Trump left office, and he had Richard Grinnell went on the Dave Rubin show, and they bonded over being homosexual men, and they mocked Christians. Like, everybody should go watch that video. I thought it was very important to highlight, although this may be 2 years old, right? And because we're going to be getting into the topic of boycotting, conservatives have boycotted Target off and on for years now. And these people who are on the right are openly mocking you. Look at this shirt that I got from Target, right? Boycott Target. But nobody wants to do anything about what's actually going on in this movement, which is why we have all the problems we have. What?
Right.
Boycott for what? Like, what are we boycotting Target for? For
exactly. And I listen, I have friends at Target, work at Target. And I immediately reached out to them when they started like reporting that they were moving this LGBTQ stuff out of the front, right? Because that's where it was. It was like in a big display in front. And I said, is it true that Target is moving it because of the boycott? And they were like, what boycott? Actually, it's probably more believable that they were moving the LGBTQ stuff out of the way because it was the end of the month and we are now entering into Juneteenth. So now in your local Target, you should start seeing some Juneteenth stuff in there because that's what they did last year.
Right.
But, conservatives love to brag that they actually did something. Oh, they lost $10 billion. Okay. Do you know how much Target makes? Do you know how much Target makes? And you guys are just thinking about like the Target that like you go into the store and you shop at Target. They're also tied to like Shipped, which is like Instacart, right? They get a percentage of that as well. So while $10 billion to you and I seems like a lot of money,
right?
Target, like just like Bud Light, where Bud Light's still in business, right? Nobody sunk Bud Light.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
and people ask me, why do you still shop at Target? Well, because where the else am I going to shop? Like everything else, everywhere you go.
Can you create a conservative Target that forces me to not have to go to this Target that's pushing this particular thing?
Right.
Because if you're not going to create something that's going to replace Americans don't like inconvenience, whether they're on the right or the left. Stop with this disillusion that the people on the right are okay with inconveniencing themselves and they'll do whatever they have to do for their country to succeed. That's crap, bro. Nobody wants to be inconvenienced. That's why we are still look, I'm going to reinforce my point that I just made. This is why we're in situations we're in right now, because people do not like to be inconvenienced. You wore a mask. Why? You didn't want to be inconvenienced. People got the job. Why? People didn't want to be inconvenienced. My father was one of those people. He'll straight up tell you, I don't want to deal with this, so I'm just going to do this. Stop it. And
Well,
more importantly, go ahead.
I can't shop at freaking Amazon either. I can't watch Netflix. I can't shop at Amazon. You know, it's all tied to some shit that's fucking demonic. So what am I going to do? What am I going to do? You got, listen, in a week or so, you're going to see Mo out in the freaking streets wearing a loincloth with a bone through her ponytail, because that's about all I'm going to be able to wear. Okay. I'm going to be covering myself. I'm going to be butt naked, just roaming the streets of Dallas. Okay. Because that's pretty much where y'all are going to leave me.
Yes.
Somebody come up with something better.
And I thought this video was fire.
Yeah.
Because your boycotting is doing absolutely nothing. These corporations do not answer to you. They answer to BlackRock, Vanguard, and I think it's State Fair or something like that. They answer to all these corporations that adhere to the UN's 17 SDG, which are the Sustainable Development Goals. I've been talking about this for 2 years straight now. You want to know who the best source for this type of information is? Glenn Beck. Go spend $10 to pay for Blaze TV and actually educate yourself on what is going on, so we can all stop being fooled by these social distractions such as this. What is this doing for anything in America?
Yep, let's play it.
Target doesn't care if you boycott their stores. They're not afraid of you. They're scared of a much bigger threat. Let me explain. Target's largest shareholders are Vanguard, State Street, and BlackRock. These corporations support the Corporate Equality Index, or CEI. This is a rating system for how much American businesses support the LGBT community. If Target's CEO does not support the LGBT community well, then he's not going to be reelected by the shareholders. So sometimes corporations like Target push LGBT marketing campaigns, not because they particularly want to or it's good for profits. They do it for a high CEI score. So they face a backlash. Maybe they lose a little money. Failing to get a high CEI is way more scary.
Social credit score.
Now, this does not absolve Target from responsibility morally. Absolutely not. What they're doing is gross. Now, can you boycott? You absolutely can. Should you fight with your dollar? You absolutely should. But pretending like there was a W because they moved this shit to the back of the store just to adhere to some other goal that is on that Sustainable Development Goal list, which is equality. Juneteenth is coming up. Hello. This is what I mean. Topics like this are fucking boring. I don't want to hear you talk about protesting against Target. I want to talk about policy. I want to talk about how we're going to do things, how this is happening, what's really going on. Like, educate people on how to actually do something.
Yeah. Yeah. And let me show, because Julia says he doesn't rock with Alex Stein when he does stuff like this. But you know what? Let me show another person that it was funny because they were just on an interview with Bryson Gray on Vice News, and Soonie actually called this out, and so did Bryson, because Bryson refused to be in the interview when Forgiato Blow was talking to his friend, a tranny. Okay, saying that he doesn't have any problem with trannies, but yet here he is on his Instagram page saying, "Attention all Target shoppers." Okay, let's see what he has to say here, because he made a whole new song talking about the Target situation.
We are Target again. Got my book. Got my trans shirt. I think I might be able to fit it. It says "not a phase," but this is in the children's section here. It's pretty crazy, right? Being proud. People say they're not being grooming. Kids are. This is grooming. This is grooming over here.
They haven't taken it.
Listen. Attention shoppers, attention shoppers. There is a cleanup on every aisle. Target is targeting your kids. Like I said, clean up on every aisle. Should I get the hat? Super clear. Super clear hat.
You hang with queers.
How's it look, guys?
These people are so fake, bro.
Yeah. And then he made a song and everything, but he didn't have a problem with the trans person hanging out at the park where kids play, right?
Exactly.
Play basketball. He didn't have a problem with that, but here he is making hard money, hard-earned dollar off of a song that he made saying boycott Target.
Man, listen. These people hop on social trends and make a profit while supporting the LGBTQ on the right and condemning religious conservatives. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like conservatives and the right didn't come out against Bryson for checking a homo, for being offended about nothing, for actually trying to violate someone's First Amendment right to speech. You're mad because they talked about people repenting? You can't say this. I won't tolerate it. Or what?
Mm-hmm.
And you have people come out in defense of that girl. And there's this division in this movement. They have accepted homosexuality. They just don't like it geared towards children, which makes no sense. Because you have these people at CPAC, you have these people in the midst of children in their environment. You're propping them up as if they are a viable source for you to go seek information from. What if that kid is already struggling with what we say is a confusion, and they see Lady MAGA, and then that affirms that confusion?
Mm-hmm.
That seems like basic 1, 2, 3 for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see what's being missed on this side, and how you don't see that you are literally doing the same thing the left is doing at an extremely subtle level, and the right is open to it.
Mm-hmm.
They call Blair White a she. We proved this on Twitter. I said Blair White is not a she. Bryson retweeted it. You guys can go back and look at this. Everybody, the majority of the people came out against him. Why do you do this all the time? How come you're always going against Blair White? At least Blair White is saying what we all say over here, and we need her to speak to this community. That's often what conservatives say. We need her to speak to this community to possibly bring them out. Sway, Blair White is still in the sunken place. Bring them out of what?
In the sunken place.
Like, bring them out of what? Bring them over to this side so our values can morph and change even more so than they have. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? This needs to be a real, by the way. I need these questions to be answered. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Makes no sense, bro. Forgiato Blow is full of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. And, I have to agree, because you guys know that I've always said, I've always been that person that's like, well, if a gay person can speak sense into another gay person and sound sensible, okay. I can be okay with that. But I always understand what Soonie's saying and Bryson's saying when they talk about the slippery slope. And I get it, because this is the slippery slope right here. This is it. You can't just say, I'm not okay with it, except for like, if it's for adults, we could be okay with it, because there used to be a time where, yes, this stuff existed and it went on, but we just didn't know. Like, if you weren't part of that community, you didn't know about it. But now it just seems like we have to talk about it. I mean, you were on a live just last night, and I was like, what is this freaking madness? Okay. If you guys were watching Soonie's live on TikTok, she literally had a man on there, a trans man who was identifying as a woman, but her pronoun was itsy bitsy. Like, what the fuck? It's like, how do we take that serious? And then like every time somebody else would join the live, she was like, oh, we have a new person. What's your no, I just want to introduce, so I know your pronouns. Who fucking cares? Who cares? I don't care what your pronouns are. Pronouns are stupid. I didn't even know what a pronoun really was until this whole movement came along.
What's crazier, guys, is during that conversation, they would not refer to the other guy who came up there. Of course, he's trolling. He says, listen, my pronouns are daddy.
Yeah.
And I want you to refer to me as such. And he says, I won't do that.
Yeah.
And he said, why? That's just crazy. Your pronouns make no sense. And I said, but you can call this. I said a whole lot that I shouldn't have said because it irritated me.
Yeah.
But I was like, you could call this bleep itsy bitsy spider. And then she pipes up, why are you adding spider to it? It has nothing to do with spiders. I was like, bleep, you added, this is her story. She added itsy bitsy because she did wall climbing, rock climbing. And she saw that she was really good at it. So she wanted to add itsy bitsy. So you could call her itsy bitsy spider, but you can't call him daddy.
You know, I just imagine these people just live. For some reason, and I know this has nothing to do with their sexuality, but I just imagine these people living like in a hoarder's house, like just in complete utter filth. You know what I mean? I don't know why I associate their delusion with like living in a disgusting environment, but I do.
Wait, we got to play this.
Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
Please. Come get these folks.
Oh my God. Oh, wait. Okay. So speaking about gay. So, you know, at the beginning, I was telling y'all about how I went down the rabbit hole of P. Diddy being gay. Soonie thinks this is so funny. Soonie thinks this is so funny. So, I gotta go to like my save stuff. So, P, my bestie, right, tells me one day, Mo, did you see that video? Like it's an old video, but he's like, did you see that video of Usher doing an interview with Kevin Hart and P. Diddy? And it was like when Usher was like kind of like brand new to the scene. And Kevin Hart is interviewing them, and P. Diddy starts talking about how he used to wake up with Usher in bed, and then he like caught himself and he was like, I mean, never mind. Yeah, like we used to wake up in the morning and we used to fight over Frosted Flakes. And Kevin Hart was like, yo, he's like, you're so fucking dumb right now. He was like, you just said the stupidest shit I've ever heard. He said, y'all used to wake up together and you fight over the Frosted Flakes. Like, what kind of gay shit is that? I'll play it if I can find it. Anyways, so I watched that video. Then I start going down the rabbit hole of like an interview with Exhibit, an interview with 50 Cent, Fabulous, like where they're all talking about this like gay encounter that they had with P. Diddy. Then it starts going into how P. Diddy actually played a part in Kim Porter's death, which is the mother of his children, who died of pneumonia. But supposedly the coroner's report said that she was poisoned, right? And Kamora Lee Simmons, who's a really good friend of hers, has been like really trying to like fight and champion like them reopening her case, her death case or whatever, to re-examine it, because they think P. Diddy had her killed because she was about to release a tell-all book and talk about all his crazy gay sexcapades. Right? Wild. You guys?
Wait,
it took me down to Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber used to attend a what was it called? He had some like camp, flavor camp. He called it Diddy's Flavor Camp, and that's where Justin Bieber supposedly got like, he probably got it stuck in the booty hole, and that's what ruined him for life. But there's it's called Flavor Camp, yeah. So if you guys want to go down this rabbit hole too, go down the rabbit hole. Just type in, is P. Diddy gay? And like your whole life will be rocked. Hollywood is weird.
World, you know you did.
Hollywood is weird, right?
Why do you think they call him Puff?
And why they call it Bad Boy? Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Puff. I thought they called him Puff because he liked to smoke. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Ew.
I gotta make a whole highlight bubble on this, like the bubbles, like my thoughts.
You do. We have to have something pop up.
Oh man.
Flavor Camp sounds something like for a joke Grift would go to. Oh my god.
For
Flavor Camp. Is that his new name?
Why are you gay? P.
Why
Diddy.
are you gay?
We need to make that a clip, by the way. Why
We
are
do.
you gay?
That'll be fun.
I freaking love that guy.
By the way, guys, I don't have our Venmo, but if you would like to donate to anything we have going on, such as Operation Get a Rodecaster soundboard to bring the show up a quality level, we are accepting donations on our Venmo. Mo has all the information. I'm sorry. I don't know it. I'm going to be honest with you. I got to do better about that. But listen, I did the show reminder by myself today.
You did the
I
what?
had the show reminder.
Oh.
Like when you go in and type the title. I hate doing that stuff.
Oh, the
I
show
did it
setup. The setup. She set up
by
the video.
myself.
Yeah,
All
she
by
did.
myself. And the hashtags.
Oh, and the hashtags you put in there?
I did.
What?
I did.
Anyways, go to somewhere in the middle on Venmo. You'll see our little thing. Donate. Cha-ching. I swear to you, I'll put it up on our Instagram. I was supposed to do it last week, but you guys, now I'm a free woman. The shows are back to being fire because I've been crazy busy. Soonie's been camping. Tell them what else happened today. Now's a great segue into that. Check this out.
So my life literally came to like a scorching halt. Like, I'm not even being dramatic.
Right.
I was sitting here doing my normal thing in the morning. Someone gets Soonie a trophy. Fuck you guys. You heard her. Anyways, I can't even I did it by myself.
It's a big task, y'all. It's something to be proud of. It's not easy to do.
I do want a cookie though. That would be actually really good if I could get a cookie. But anyways, I was sitting here just doing what I do in the morning, reading and everything. And I was on Discord, just like planning to do something with someone. And my husband came in the room and he said, look at my phone. And he gave me the phone. And I'm going to show you guys the actual message because I was scared as crap. All right. So
by the way,
can you see
I
this?
get this message. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
I get this message from Soonie. I'm like in the pool swimming because I was doing like a little swim before the show. And I get this. And I'm like,
yeah.
And it says, please pray for me. And I'm like, what the hell?
I was scared, bro. Because, and I said this on my live when I was on Instagram. What made it so real, right? Versus any other alert, because we get alerts here, was how calm he was, but how serious he was. I can tell it wasn't just, look at this, you know? Mm-hmm. It was, came in here, he said, mute this. I'm like, okay, what's going on? What's up? And he gave me the phone. And I said, okay. And he said, get dressed, get the kids dressed for school, and drive up north. And I was like, well, where are you going to go? Right? I'm like posturing to ask questions. And I'm coming out of the room. And he kept repeating it. Just get dressed, drive north, get the kids ready, and I'll text you. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, okay, but what are you doing? He was like, what do you mean? I'm in the military. Get dressed, get ready, go up north. I'm like instantly into panic. My brain turns off when I get afraid. It just doesn't function. I was running back and forth. In my head, I'm like, I need to get this bra. Like, I need to get this bra. Where is this bra? And I was going back and forth, and he was following me. And he said, babe, just put something on. Get the kids ready. Have them brush their teeth. And get ready to go. Sometimes it can take 10 minutes. Get ready to go. Mm-hmm. And then I was just something in me, and it was me looking at my kids, and they were just so oblivious. Something in me just told me, listen to what he just said. Just listen. So I was like, all right, cool. I brushed my teeth, get the kids in the car, and we're driving. And this is when I'm on the phone with Mo. And I'm just like, I don't really know what to do. I got the kids in the back. I'm driving, but I don't know what to do. And I'm talking to Mo, and it's calming because it's distracting. But while I'm talking to her, I don't know if this is God or what it was. All I could reference was how calm he was and what he was saying to me. It was like me examining each part of what happened, me in the room, right? My kids were in the bed just chilling, bro, playing, goofing off, tickling each other. And my husband is giving me orders. Get dressed.
That's kind of hot.
Get ready to go. Go up north. He kept saying that to me. And I'm like, why is he so calm? Because our kids have to be calm. Because this is clearly something that he knows could potentially be a problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me get you out of harm's way. To me, I was just like, bro, most women wouldn't even be able to sit and do that. Most women would sit and ask 1,000 questions. Where am I going? How am I going to get there? How long am I going to be there? Where are the kids going? What's happening here? You're going to ask all these questions. And I had to shut up. I had to shut up, y'all. It was a scary experience, but it was actually humbling when all of it was said and done, because I had leadership. I had somebody that I could depend on and lean on and follow and just listen to what they were saying, because I went into full-blown panic mode. I didn't know what was going to happen. His group chat, everything is going off. You know, I could see him on his phone. I could tell when he's serious. So it wasn't a moment of like, these things happen all the time, which they do. This was just completely different. That was my morning. Crazy. How many hours ago now? 4 hours ago, I was scared as shit. About to like send my whole house into panic because I was scared. And all I had to do was just sit and look at how calm my husband was. And he didn't say anything different besides get dressed, drive north, get the kids ready. Just get them ready for school. Okay, drive north. And if everything is okay, I will text you and you can come on back. It's crazy. I know that seems like nothing, right? But for me, seeing how like laser focused my husband was and how calm he was, it just did something. It made me respect him so much more, to watch our kids just be oblivious and watch him handle whatever he needed to handle in that moment. And I just followed what he said. It was crazy. That was an amazing moment. And I shared that on my Instagram. You guys can go back and watch it for a more raw reaction of me just having gone through it. But it was super surreal, dude. It was so surreal. He gave us a good panic. Birdman was like, man, these things happen all the time. I'm like, y'all didn't just see what I just saw. And you know what was crazy is we get those, but our sirens never go off. There were sirens. I'm like in the car, don't want my kids asking questions. They're like, Mom, where are we going? I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna go up north. We're gonna go up north. We're gonna go get breakfast, you know, look at the beach. And they're like, okay, this is not something that they normally do. I'm like talking to Mo, having to improvise, turn the radio on, try to keep my kids calm, and I'm over here freaking out. It was an interesting morning, to say the least. One of the most alarming mornings I've had. Uh-oh. We have a special segment for you guys. I'm glad Red Pill is here, because Mo is doing Mind of Mo. He said, oh shit. Did you get the goosebumps? Bro, I got goosebumps. Puffing on that Peter. What the fuck? I missed that comment completely. That Peter. Oh God, she's back. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the intro.
Roll my intro, please.
And now it's time for Random Thoughts with Mo.
What's up? Y'all
my
know.
God.
Listen, random thoughts with Mo because actual Mo had to get a new hairstyle. So did random thoughts with Mo. So we came with the bob. Okay, we're coming with the bob today. Red Pill, I'm glad to see you're here because I'm really only doing this because of you. I racked my brain. And you know what? She actually sent me like this video of this guy who's like a random thoughts with Mo type of guy. And he had like all these awesome, like random thoughts. And I was like, dude, everything he was talking about was like, did she send it to you too?
No.
Oh gosh. It was so
I'm just
good.
listening. I can imagine you getting that video.
Oh, I was like, this guy is like my spirit animal. He gets me. He gets me. Yeah. So, okay, guys. So we're gonna start off slow. Give me some grace here because my mind has been all over the place, but there are some thoughts that we are having now. Okay. So y'all know that I think I became famous for the number 2 pencil question. Like, why is there a number 2 pencil when it's like the favorite pencil? Why did they name it the number 1 pencil? You know, that thing. If you missed it, you're going to have to go back a few episodes. I couldn't even tell you where. But I was thinking about batteries having the same thing, right? Like we have A batteries, we have C batteries, we have D batteries, but we have no B batteries. Why did they skip the B?
I think there are B batteries though. They just aren't.
Not.
There's no such thing as B batteries.
I don't really know, but I'm just saying I don't think there are. But
she doesn't want me to be right. She's like, no, they're not. Like, shut up.
Dave says there's no B batteries. Okay. But isn't it weird that they literally were like A, AA, AAA, C? I don't know if there's double C, but there's D's and double D's. Like, why did you not just go A, B, C, D, E, F, G? Like, why do we got to go to the double digits here or the double letters on the batteries, right? So I don't know. I don't know what the B, why they left the B out. What do you think? Damn, this wig is itchy. What do you think? Why did
they stopped making them, but they existed.
They stopped making batteries?
They stopped making B batteries. They did. Look. That is a random thought though. Like that's a good random thought. I would have never thought to even think of whether a B battery ever existed. I've never thought about that.
Okay, so why did they eliminate the B?
Let's see. The reason B batteries are practically non-existent.
See, this is how random these thoughts are. Like I literally don't think to Google. Get Duracell on the phone. You know what? That would be a funny segment is we call Duracell, we call the pencil company, and we ask these questions to them.
This is why we need a roadcaster.
You guys, if we had the roadcaster,
like
oh dude, if we had the roadcaster, we could be like, dial the number right now. And we could ask these questions. We could be who fucking makes pencils? Who makes the pencils?
I don't even know.
We could call the pencil people and we could legit be trolling them asking these questions. How funny of a segment would that be?
So the reason that the B battery doesn't exist is because it didn't have a market just like the mid-size A battery. So because there was really nothing that the B battery was used for, they just stopped existing.
I don't know.
And a mid A battery existed before too.
I wonder what the letters stand for. Like A and the C. Like, why did they choose to do that?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to do more research, but anyways, okay. So here's another one. Who were the first people on Earth?
Adam and Eve, according to the Bible.
Okay. When you're brought into this world, what do you have attached to you?
An umbilical cord.
Who cut the fucking cord, dude? Who cut the cord? If they're the only two people, who cut the cord? Were they like, I'll chew your cord off if you chew mine off? Like, what? I'm gonna need Bryson to probably come in and answer that one. Who cut the cord? Well, there's pictures of Adam, like illustrations of Adam and Eve, and they have belly buttons. And if they didn't have belly buttons, what? What? Yo. Where's Bryson? Judy said, where is Bryson?
Why are you like this?
Why am I like this? Dude.
She said, who got the cord? Who got the cord?
There was
Who the fuck looks at an Adam and Eve picture?
Okay,
belly
listen.
buttons?
See, here you people go. See, Red Pill, you asked, listen, Red Pill, you asked for the segment and then you try to come in here with reason. Eve was created from Adam's rib, blah, blah, blah. Okay. What? Did he have a belly button or he didn't?
This is your second time making me cry, bro.
Man. Did he have a belly button or did he not? And who cut the cord?
Julius, he said, I'm so glad I stopped smoking weed, but Mo's random thoughts makes me want to smoke again.
That's funny. Dude.
We ain't got no belly buttons, bro.
We need to have we should probably have a segment where Mo takes the gummy, like the what is it, the gummies that my neighbor brought me. And I should do mine to Mo on a gummy. That would be funny. Oh my gosh. God created them. He didn't birth them. But did they have belly buttons is my question. No belly button. God formed him from the See how these people see this is why I don't do it that often, because you guys are just fun suckers. You try to like come in here with reasoning. I'm just asking a valid question.
That's the point.
Stop looking into it.
That's the point. The point is to make people think. It's called Random Thoughts with Mo. You're having a random thought.
True.
And people are like, they're just look.
I know,
they're
but
giving their interpretation.
I know, but they come in too quick and they kill my fun, like with their reasoning. Like sometimes I just want to live. Sometimes I just want to live in.
So the next time she does this, y'all shut the fuck up until she's ready for you to laugh.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Do we have anybody who is bald in the chat?
Do we have
anybody that's bald? Because I have a question for you people. Remember when I asked the question about like, if you wear braces, do they bury you with your braces or do they take them off? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I still really didn't get much of an answer on that. But if you are bald, what, like on your license, they have like hair color or eye color brown, hair color, whatever. If you're bald, what is your hair color on your license? Can somebody, so if you go into the DMV, if you go into the DMV bald for your driver's license picture. Oh, Red Pill's husband. Okay. Ask him. Do you tell them what your hair used to be? Or can you just tell them anything? Because you can't even really go by your eyebrows, because your eyebrows can be dark and you can have light hair. You could be a redhead or you could be a blonde with dark eyebrows. It says bald? What? What? It says bald? Where's Tito? Is Tito bald? Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, to be answered. See, y'all ain't got no answers for that.
I was waiting for when we could answer.
When I'm fully gray, I'll have to put gray. I will never allow that to happen. Ever.
Mo's gonna be 80 putting fucking dye in her hair.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be Mo. You're gonna be one of those old gaudy ass old women
for sure. No, like if I'm in a hospital bed, like bedridden, I'm going to have in writing like somebody's going to be in charge of shaving my legs,
I already know.
Somebody for sure is going to be in charge of waxing, the chucha area. Like, so
see how well I know my friend?
Yeah. Making sure I have cute underwear on undergarments.
I'm coming to visit you 30 minutes out of the day. And then I got to go.
I'm going to be a glamour. Heck yeah. Mo's random thoughts be like, if Professor X can move objects with his mind, why can't he move his legs? Oh, that's funny.
Exactly. You should be able to move your legs with your mind if it's all about mind control.
That's funny. Okay, so
wait, I want to answer the question.
Oh,
they would go by their beard.
But you can have a dark beard and not match your hair.
But
color.
if they're bald, that's the only hair they have.
Is there a facial hair question? Technically, we all have. Wait a minute. Technically, we all have facial hair because if you have eyebrows, you have facial hair.
Yeah.
No panties in the hospital. Oh yeah, that's right. That's good.
She ain't gonna be in the ICU though. She'll be in a nursing home.
Judy said, "Trust me, when you get to a certain age, none of that will matter." Judy, I'm a different bird. Okay, it'll matter.
She's going to be the old gaudy woman on the block. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna be that person. Like I'm gonna be like, I need you to make me look presentable. If there's like a random hair sticking out of my chin, I need you to pluck it. You know what I mean? Do not send me to the grave looking messed up. Do not.
I don't even want people looking at me.
As a matter of fact, I'm probably
bury me.
Just bury me in the Mind of Mo costume while you're at it.
Bury you in the Mind of Mo costume.
Wouldn't I look fierce in my coffin? I'm like, I'm gonna be one eye open, looking to see who's talking shit.
What y'all doing out there?
Do I get ready to check the mailbox? No, I don't get ready to check the mailbox, but I definitely don't go because my mailbox is up the street. I don't go to the mailbox looking a crazy hot mess. And if I don't want to get ready, like I put on a hat, like I make myself completely like nobody's gonna recognize me, or I'll just drive my car up there and like get out inconspicuously. Oh, I love that. My grandma was in her 90s and she made sure her nurse put lipstick on her every day. Oh, I love that.
Read this comment.
Mo's going to be running around the nursing home talking about my nurse friend said no panties. I'm going to be like swinging my panties around. Woo! Yeah. Help. I need tips on getting a Latina. Okay, we'll get there in a second. When it's my time on. Okay, so you guys, imagine you're standing on a flight of stairs, right? Now we walk both up a flight of stairs and down the flight of stairs. If I were to tell you to stand backwards on a flight of stairs, which direction would you face?
Wait, what?
Okay, so stairs, you walk up and you walk down, right? Depending on which way you're walking.
Mm-hmm.
Which way, if I told you stand backwards on the flight of stairs, like stand on the flight of stairs and stand backwards, which direction would you be facing?
I would face away from the stairs.
No, but you're standing on the flight of stairs. Like, so let's just say I said, walk up to the middle of the flight of stairs. Now stand backwards on the flight of stairs.
Yeah, I would put my feet towards the stair ledge and sit backwards. I mean, am I being too literal?
Which ledge? Because you could be going up or down.
What do you mean? Ain't stairs?
Okay, if I'm walking down the stairs, now the top of the stairs would be backwards. If I'm walking up the stairs, now the bottom of the stairs would be backwards. So if I said stand backwards on the stairs, which way would you stand?
Yeah, I'm going to go with what
Dave's downstairs. He's like, what?
I'm going to go with what Birdman said, just the opposite direction of where you're walking. I would just turn around.
Oh, okay. All right.
He said, take the fucking elevator.
Why am I frozen?
I don't know. Why are you frozen?
God, in the most unflattering position too. Okay.
Hey,
It's a blunt.
I got y'all. All right, I'm gonna do it for y'all. One time for the one time.
One
Cheers.
time for the one time. Okay, when you have a cold, why does your temperature go up?
Am I supposed to enter?
Yeah. Why do they say when you have a cold, your temperature goes up? Why do they call it a cold when your temperature goes up?
I think it's just like
So stupid, dude.
colloquial speaking.
It's so
like
stupid.
It's just colloquial.
Why do they even call it that? Is it because it's like an old wives' tale that you know how your mom used to say, "Don't be out in the cold, you're gonna catch a cold." You know, like don't be. You can catch a cold in any temperature.
What is catching a cold though?
I really don't know. In order to catch it doesn't have to be running away from you.
How do you catch a cold?
Let's call in the hats. The hots?
Let's call it the hots.
I'm too sober.
Like, I'm too
Oh, let's call it the hots. Yeah, I have the hots.
But that means that you are attracted to someone though.
Mm.
So we can't use that. I mean, maybe because your nose is cold when you have a cold.
Is it?
Yeah. And you're actually cold when you have a cold. Your body's hot, but you're not. Hey, bars.
See, I love it. Listen, I love how people they really start to think it. They're like, but wait a minute, don't you get the chills?
That's why
when
it's
you have
called
the
a cold.
fever? I caught the hots today. This is why I love Mind of Mo. Yeah, the English language is so weird. It makes no sense. Okay, guys, last random thought of the night before Madam Mo is gonna exit out and regular Mo is gonna come back. If the world is in fact round, how far east do you go before you're going west? Your face, dude, is the best. You know who we gotta invite for Random Thoughts Mo, but it's gotta be like a really, really good one. Is Liddell.
Yeah.
Liddell reacts to Random Thoughts with Mo because he secretly loves this segment.
Holly, the earth is not flat, ma'am. It's not flat.
That's a big if, Mo.
Well, you would go to the halfway point.
And then it would
whatever,
be you were going west.
Yeah, whatever the circumference of Earth is, you go half that direction, and you would run into going west.
Oh, when you get to the equator, which is the halfway point. If you keep going east, you'll end up on the west, but
it'll
direction
always
will
be going east.
How far do I go south until I start going north, right?
Well, you would have to get the measurements. Like if you're going to travel to where the halfway mark is.
Such a stoners on this screen.
What do you mean? No, these are things I talk about sober. I'm a nerd. I like talking about the earth being flat, the distance, how big Earth truly is. Like I like these things. But common sense would just say you would go to the midway point. Why does a hot shower not prevent the chills? Because your body's trying to cool down, which is why it's called a cold.
Yeah. Lauren came, I think she's watching it behind. B battery is for bad, so that's why they got rid of it. Maybe it was for black. They get rid of everything else black, right? They want to get rid of everything else black. Maybe that's why they got rid of the B battery. What if you're on the North Pole, what if you're on North Pole, which which way is south? Oh,
south is south.
Man, this is like
if it is then everywhere could be a halfway point. Nope. Everywhere couldn't be a halfway point.
Okay. Apex is dying to know. What are the tips? Okay, why Selena and eat tamales? See, these are Mexican people. If Selena's Mexican, tamales are Mexican. Latinas are not just Mexican. That's your number one lesson, Apex. Your number one lesson is we're not all Mexican. Okay, number one. It has nothing to do with food and it has nothing to do with the music you listen to. I can't really speak for Latina women because I actually don't really have a attraction to Latin men because not all, but most are very feminine. Sorry. most Latino men, and I'm not saying all, so Tito, if you're watching, I'm not talking about you. But a lot of them have very feminine qualities. So it just is what it is. Beep, 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 beep. We need that sound effect too. or we need like how on drink or not drink champs. What's the red pill show?
What red pill show?
The guys.
Fresh and Fit.
Yeah, where they're like Don DeMarco.
Wait, we forgot to talk about Jesus' chicken.
What?
Jesus' chicken went woke.
Jesus' chicken.
Yeah. You
know what? Speaking of chickens, and this is a Mind Mo thing. Okay, you know how you go to the store and they're like, "Oh, the smaller chickens are the healthier chickens," you know, because they lived a better life. Like they weren't pumped full of hormones. They lived in open green fields. And I get that like eating them is healthier because like they have less chemicals and stuff or whatever or hormones pumped into them. But I ain't gonna lie, dude. The other chickens look a lot happier. They're fat, they're juicy, they taste better. Like I low key need a dysfunctional chicken.
You need a dysfunctional chicken?
Yeah, because the ones that are living like the free happy life out in the field, eating grains and like living their best life, they're kind of puny.
Bruh.
I was at the store the other day and I was like looking at the ones at the Kroger's and I was like, why are these so small? But then you go to like Sam's and they're like fat and juicy and delicious. You know what I mean? God, my mouth.
I don't know.
Why every time I talk about food, my mouth starts to water?
I don't know.
Oh, I want some chicken now. I know that they have. See, red pill, your chickens are fat. What do you feed them?
I wanted to show you guys something.
I'm going to switch out of Mind Mo real quick.
Sure. Oh my God.
You good, Soonie?
I hate seeing. Oops, sorry.
Oh.
I'm so tired of the homos, man. I'm not even gonna pull that up. Can someone send me the post? I can't find it. It's driving me nuts. Thank you. Thank you. Let me pull this up on my computer. Shout out to Julius, by the way. I'm not logged in on my computer, so I can't check the chat on our Instagram. I have to do it via the computer. What was I gonna say?
Whoa.
Yeah, we're like all up in the. Hold on, y'all. I gotta do this real quick.
Steroids. Jesus had a chicken in the Bible or Chick-fil-A. Oh, that's what you were talking about. The Chick-fil-A.
Close on Sunday. You my Chick-fil-A. You're my number one. You don't know that song? With the lemonade.
Check the chat, cuz.
That does not say cuz. That say cuh.
Cuh. What's cuh?
It's just another way to say cuz. But people down south don't say Z. They say
Check
cuh.
the chat, cuh.
I gotta correct your Ebonics like you would correct my Spanish.
Dude, I need to go eat a steak. I have a steak downstairs and I can't wait to eat it. Now I'm talking about all this food and chicken.
Ew.
Mm.
Ew. Chick-fil-A sparks anti-woke outrage for the VP of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion post. You want to see this? Church's chicken ain't church's chicken no more.
It's so good though.
Jesus's chicken ain't Jesus's chicken no more. And I don't like Chick-fil-A because Chick-fil-A is basic as crap. When you grow up black, sorry, hold on. When you grow up black, you know what good chicken tastes like. So I don't need to go to overpriced Chick-fil-A when my mama taught me how to make chicken. I can just make it myself. So yeah, I hopped off board before y'all. Look, I was never even on board with Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A chicken is disgusting. I don't like it.
I think Chick-fil-A is better than Cane's. I don't know if y'all have Cane's where you're at, but we have Cane's.
Cane's is dry as fuck.
And no flavor. There's no flavor. Now, Bojangles chicken, that's one of my favorites, man. Bojangles. Woo!
Their spicy chicken. Bro, get you a black mama. She'll make all that for you. Put some red hot sauce on it, some Texas Pete. Anyways. Chick-fil-A is in hot water with the conservatives and the right-leaning folks who have embraced them for avoiding all of the woke agenda stuff because of a diversity post. I'm trying to find the post. I hate when they don't refer back to the actual post that we're talking about. What the crap? Okay, can you talk real quick while I figure this out? I have to read through this real quick.
Okay, so we're talking about Chick-fil-A. Hold on one second. Let me pull up the Chick-fil-A article. Chick-fil-A woke. All right. Is this the right article? 5 hours ago. Fast food franchise Chick-fil-A is under fire for being woke after conservatives caught wind of a seemingly innocuous statement about diversity that the company made months ago. What appeared to be a tepid corporate nod to diversity, equity, and inclusion, our favorite words, provoked massive outrage this week with right-wingers opposed to any social justice efforts. Chick-fil-A restaurants have been long recognized as a place where people know they will be treated well. Eric Reynolds, Chick-fil-A's vice president and executive director of diversity, said, "Modeling care for others starts in the restaurant, and we are committed to ensuring mutual respect, blah, blah, blah." He continued that these tenets are good business practices and crucial to fulfilling our corporate purpose. But what the fuck did he say? He said something about shining black people's shoes. That's not in this article.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that. I wanted to find that. But Julius has the post. I'm going to show everyone that. Julius actually put on Twitter where he was saying, why are people shocked? Did y'all forget? Did you forget that Chick-fil-A was doing this? Hold on. Let me give Julius his shout out.
Let me give a shout out really quick to the strawberry biscuits. And it's not Chick-fil-A that has the strawberry biscuits. It's Popeye's Chicken has strawberry biscuits. Go get you a strawberry biscuit from Popeye's Chicken.
A strawberry biscuit.
Oh, dude, it's their biscuit. It's Popeye's biscuit with like strawberry. It tastes like strawberry cake. I don't even know how to. It's so good.
I have never met, and I'm being so serious right now. I have never met anyone who likes Popeye's biscuits.
No, actually, I don't really. I'd rather have Church's biscuits.
I'd rather have KFC biscuit.
Okay, but you have KFC overseas. Okay, listen. KFC in different places, especially overseas. If you have a KFC overseas, it is 10 times different than a KFC in the United States. And that's a fact. Yeah.
I agree. For sure. But the biscuits in KFC in the States, them biscuits be busting too. Like the mashed potatoes and the biscuits. I don't know what it is about them. We don't have that here. They don't have mashed potatoes and biscuits here.
Dude, that sounds so good right now. Like if I could like Uber Eats like before the show's over, some fried chicken, I would. Okay, some biscuits and some fried chicken.
Shout out to Julius for being ahead of the curve. This is what you call offense. I love when I see content creators go against the grain, speak out when all their peers are saying something that's currently popular. He was one who spoke out. I liked at Chick-fil-A, or I liked Chick-fil-A until my friend reminded me that the CEO cleaned a black man's shoes to end racism. Now, why people are shocked, I guess I could understand his point when this is what they were doing before. It's crazy. The fact that that's a well-known fact is crazy that no one's ever called that out. I didn't even know this about Chick-fil-A, and I'm about to go to Julius's actual Twitter so I can open the thread. But I had no idea a Chick-fil-A CEO made this statement. Did you?
No, not until I saw it today. And I was trying to find the video like that actually shows him saying it, because it was like it put the whole thing in context. Dang, I wish I could find it.
There we go. Is this the video?
Whoa. Wait.
What?
Dude, Donald Trump on True Social. What is this? He just said some like sideways shit about Kayleigh McEnany. Wasn't that his press secretary?
Yes.
Okay.
What did he say about Kayleigh McEnany?
He said, Kayleigh.
Can you show it?
Yeah. Hold on. It's like on a story.
Trump.
Yo, dude, watch this shit. Okay. Kayleigh Milquetoast McEnany just gave out the wrong poll numbers on Fox News. I'm 34 points up on DeSanctimonious, not 25. While 25 is great, it's not 34. She knew the number was correct upwards, but by the group that did the poll, the rhinos and globalists can have her. Fox News should only use real stars. What?
Oh my God. Here, I got a bigger tweet for you. Can we swap?
Whoa. Yeah. Go ahead.
Shout out to Bryson too. Ahead of the curve. Why Donald Trump? Now I just came out and defended your ass on this First Step Act.
Come
in
on,
the whole
man.
first half of this show because DeSantis attacked you unjustifiably. Now you are coming at people for mixing up numbers and calling them milquetoast.
Milquetoast, saying
Nigga.
Fox News can have her, the rhinos and globalists. But wait, what does Bryson's comment mean? Conservatives will attempt to ruin in the process. What does that mean? Explain that to me.
Go up?
Oh,
so let's go.
Trump
We should start. I think we should start doing this in our shows. I want to start using Bryson, Julius, and a lot of people on Twitter for news, because Twitter is actually the social media where everything goes down. Everything.
man.
So of course, Bryson is ahead of the game. Everyone is a traitor except the guy who brought Johnson & Johnson on stage and said no one is dying from the vaccine. Endorsed Kevin McCarthy, fired all of the loyalists and hired the swamp after getting into office. But I voted for him, bro. Trump is now attacking Kayleigh McEnany on True Social. Are y'all going to turn on her too? How far will y'all go? How many Christian conservatives will attempt to ruin in the process? This, look, I said this a year ago. Actually, and I made this promise to myself when I decided to come out and do what people of integrity like Bryson is doing. Keep it a stack, bro, and be objective. These people, we are going to have massive platforms because people aren't dumb, bro. Trump is doing the freaking most right now.
Wait. I need to play this for you. Hold on.
The most. And I'm going to get back to Chick-fil-A. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to play a video. What the fuck?
You know, starting with you, Congressman Chip Roy, what is the realistic alternative to this? Because I understand we wouldn't formally default. We can pay the interest on our debt, but our debt could be downgraded and that could be catastrophic. So what is the realistic alternative to this deal?
Well, thanks, Kaylee. First of all, everything that we're seeing out of the bill that was put forward, this deal, this hatch this weekend, is pretty milk toast, if that word might mean something to you. But frankly, the real problem we face is
No, he didn't. He said if that word means something to you, dang, shady.
Well, this is what Bryson said. Are people now going to start attacking Kaylee because of Trump? When it wasn't cool to criticize DeSantis, people didn't criticize DeSantis, right? I lost followers. So many people were calling me a fake conservative. Now those same people are offering DeSantis criticism because Trump started it. I said this earlier in the show. People do not have their own brains without Trump. I literally just said this almost 2 hours ago. Hey,
I cannot believe he did that. And that's not a good look for him to attack her because she was America's sweetheart press secretary. Like, people loved her. What did she do to him? And you know what I mean? Like, there he is attacking a woman again. That's the last thing he needs to do. I want to see, dude. I'm looking at the comments under this. The best president ever.
Can you pull that up? Where is that? Oh, you're on True Social.
It's on True Social, but I'm on my phone. I don't have it logged into my computer, and I don't know what my freaking login is.
I don't have True Social. Trump's racist. He doesn't want Japanese people on his shit.
Wow.
How racist can you be?
Wow, dude. That is wild. He got 9.3 million likes on this. I'm in shock.
Man.
Oh, dude. See, this is the shit that Trump does that I kind of feel like I don't know what to talk about anymore.
We have the Chick-fil-A video for everybody who wanted to see how Chick-fil-A has been operating for some time now. This video is 2 years old. This took place at an Atlanta church at a conversation on racism at Passion City Church in Atlanta, June 14, 2020. So nobody should be shocked that they are doing diversity and inclusion. In my opinion, they kind of hid this well. Did you know this existed? Did you even know this?
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that this had happened. No. Like I said, I found out about this when it started to come out on social media.
Crazy.
So I invite folks to put some words to action here. And if we need to find somebody that needs to have their shoe shine, we need to just go right on over and shine their shoes. And whether they got tennis shoes on or not, maybe they got sandals on, it really doesn't matter. But there's a time in which we need to have, some personal action here. Maybe we need to give them a hug too.
Oh my God.
Brother.
That's some stock in Chick-fil-A.
But I bought about 1,500 of these, and I gave to all our Chick-fil-A operators and staff a number of years ago.
Bruh.
That was really cringy. Who was the guy? Who was the guy he was doing that to?
Lecrae, he's a Christian rapper. This is a rapper that people like to go back and forth with me on when I criticize his very indirect way of sitting in the middle. He does a lot of existing in the middle and not really taking stances, but will make subliminal remarks in his rap songs and then come out and say, but I'm not political. And it's like, and maybe I'm saying these things late and he's changed, because Bryson did say, well, he came out and made several statements, so I can't hold him against it. I can't hold this against him anymore. But I can't ignore the social issues that these people support. I feel like when you take a stance on social issues, you kind of take a political stance, because all this is interconnected.
Yeah.
You kind of take a stance.
Now I gotta quit eating at Chick-fil-A. My son has to quit his job. He works at Chick-fil-A.
Would have had your boy out there scrubbing shoes of the black man. That's crazy.
Right?
You need to scrub somebody's shoes and then give him a hug.
Right.
What the? How does that fix anything?
Oh my god, dude. It's
How does that fix anything?
It's so cringy. I just
Well, we're gonna have an interesting Instagram live because I do a little after party over there talking about what we spoke about on here. I'm interested to see what people are saying about Trump on Instagram as far as that disrespectful, extremely disrespectful tweet towards Kayleigh McEnany. I'm actually shocked. Like,
well, let me
on accident. Like, he's acting like she did it on purpose. I don't get it.
Which is weird, right? Like, it makes you think, like, what else is going on here behind the backdrop, right? So here's what Oliver has already commented on this. Well, Corinne Tatum said, has he lost his ever-loving mind? So I'm just quoting some other conservative influencers on here. Right-wing angel, Trump will have no allies left by 2024. He's either you agree with everything I say or you're against me attitude will not help him win the next election. I disagree with that statement because that's actually what people like about him. But I will say I don't understand the attack on Kayleigh. I don't think it's a good look for him. But I want to make it clear that's not me denouncing my support for Trump. That's just me criticizing yet another stupid thing that Trump is doing that I think was not a good move, unless he wants to come out with the receipts on why he just attacked her and called her white toast or whatever the heck he called her. But here's the thing. I think, just to kind of play devil's advocate for a second, I think it shows that Trump doesn't have any allegiance to anybody. Like, he will attack anybody for whatever reason. And you either respect that or you don't. Because in a way, I kind of respect Soonie and Bryson for that, right? Like, they say whatever they feel like they want to say, and they don't need to justify why they changed their mind or why they stopped liking somebody or why they stopped rocking with somebody. They may explain it, they may not. Does Trump need to explain why he went after Kayleigh? Yes, we see her as America's white sweetheart, right?
Yes, he does.
Because she's a public figure.
Well, they're both public figures, and I'm going to disagree. I go after people and I give my commentary, but I keep it very respectful depending on who that person is. Like, you'll never hear me come out and say Tatum is milquetoast, and that was an extremely just like go in. You'll never hear me say that. Now you'll hear me say, "Bro, that was crazy. I can't agree with that."
But when he went after Rosie O'Donnell and called her, I forget what it was, like a cow or something. Nobody
that's
thought
the op, though. Who cares if you're going to take the gloves off when it comes to someone attacking you?
Right?
Sure. What did Kayleigh do to attack him? Nothing.
I don't know. See, but that's what we think, right? See, that's what I want. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Like, I need to know. I need to know the rest of the story. What did Kayleigh do to warrant that? Because that doesn't make sense to just do it out of nowhere. Something else happened there.
To me, this is Trump having a temper tantrum because he's got this base of blind loyalty. And anybody who comes out and says anything contrary to what he likes, he's lashing out. So this can be a tool for the Trump campaign to reel this dude in.
Right.
We are not a cult. We are allowed to say something that may not show you in the most favorable light, because we're not supposed to be selling Americans the Republican Party. We're supposed to be selling Americans policy. We're supposed to be telling them to look beyond party lines. Like, to me, this blind loyalty that he's asking for goes against everything we talk about here on the right. So I agree with the criticism towards Trump. This is unwarranted. She didn't do anything to you. This is not the op who's constantly putting out fake news. This is Kayleigh McEnany, bro. Get out of here. Somebody needs to smack his phone out of his hand. That is a ridiculous tweet.
Don't say Soonie never defended any white people, especially white women. Look at her right here. She's a white savior. Look at this white savior right here.
That's disrespectful, bro. Like, that is ridiculously disrespectful for no reason.
Yeah.
For no reason.
I'm just curious.
You got this wrong. Like, is she your wife? Like, who? Number one, the first thing that would pop in my mind is, who the are you talking to?
Mm.
Who are you talking to?
Mm.
You need to recognize who makes you popular around here, buddy, because it's actually the people who support you that even make you more appealing.
Yeah.
Trump is not God. I'm going to bring him right back down to human existence for so many people. Trump would be irrelevant if specific people didn't rock with him. Tell me I'm lying.
You're right. You're right.
Respect
and I'll be honest
the
with
people
you.
that give you influence, bro.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, Kaylee made him look really good too up there
She
when she was
did.
as his press secretary. I think she was a class act. I love Kaylee. And even if Kaylee got a little greasy, and we don't know about it, so what? So what?
There is no threat. This old man is tripping, bro. This is why I say Trump is senile as fuck. You can't tell him nothing. Nothing. He's an amazing businessman. But, bro, we are not mindless drones. You do not own any of us. If she wanted to get on Fox News, CNN, or whatever news show and give her perspective, she is entitled to that. We live in a country that offers us the First Amendment, and it's not placating to any politician. They show us no loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we showing them blind loyalty?
Mm.
Trump, bro, Bryce has got me on fire. You brought Johnson & Johnson on stage, my nigga, bro. Like, you need to be trying to kiss ass right now. Not going after everybody.
Man.
I don't even care that she was pro-vaccine. Trump is pro-vaccine.
Okay, so Corinne Tatum posted. Okay, let's put this up here. Hold on, because she's with the caption that says, "This explains it." But I don't know if she's being facetious or what. DeSantis has a strong gubernatorial record to run on and can okay. As common sense candidate, McEnany told the panel of Fox and Friends Wednesday morning, the national polling depth is huge because he has sat on the sidelines and taken numerous attacks from Trump.
But why can't she give that objective opinion?
Right.
Why can't Kaylee McEnany say that? If that is truly what she thought, and she's saying he can win, right? These are, in my opinion, right? I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. I don't care that she's saying these things against Trump. That doesn't automatically make her an enemy in my eyes. Who cares? Is what she's saying true? Let's look at the underlying parts. Did where I am to the right of Trump, I'm to the right of him on Disney and on corporate America and fighting for our children. I am to the right of him on abortion. I'm to the right of him on vaccine mandates. Trump is not for mandates, of course, but he did call himself the father of the COVID-19 vaccine.
Yes,
these are all valid criticisms. What's the problem?
Which is her job as a news person, as a
Thank
journalist,
you.
to be that way. Yes, true. Yeah.
Come on. See, this nobody can say that I'm not objective, bro. Nobody can say that. Nobody on planet Earth. You're going after Kaylee McEnany for absolutely nothing.
Man.
So what? She gave DeSantis praise. So what?
That's really childish if that's what he's look at this. Somebody come look at this. That's really childish if he's coming after her for that. Attacking her makes him look off the rails, not a good look. Whoever is giving him counsel needs to take his phone away.
Take that shit away.
Oh man. Oh, the internet's about to explode tonight. Here we go.
Yes. It's about to get real. Trump, bro, you're bugging. There's like no reason for this.
Yeah.
Focus on your opponent, which is DeSantis. Focus on that, my guy.
And don't look like the bully, because they're just going to use that against you. Bully the right people, not the people that made you look good.
What should I name it? Trump is what?
Trump is
on bullshit. That's I'm
on
just
BS.
go with how I feel. Trump on bullshit. That's what Trump is doing. My brother, you on bullshit. Thank you guys for tuning in with us today on this Tuesday night.
Soonie said, I need to go. Soonie said, I got to go. Okay. I
gotta work.
I got lives to slay right now. Okay.
I gotta work. No, I like what we do. We are the dynamic duo. I like what we do. I like our honest commentary. I like doing this, and I like coming over here and continuing the discussion because nobody else is doing it like this.
Yeah,
they're not.
I'm tuning in to Soonie's live. So go over to Soonie's Instagram page.
Come over to my Instagram page, yo.
We're doing the
literally not Soonie blanks. Literally not Soonie blanks. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you are new here and you enjoyed our commentary, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell. We can't show the merch, but if you do want to go buy some merch, you can go to titmmerch.myshopify.com, where you can find all of the latest merch. We got some Father's Day stuff coming out. I'm going to be sending emails out. We're going to be offering discounts for this up and coming Father's Day. But thank you for your time.
Or Venmo.
You can get it back.
Somewhere in the middle.
Venmo.
Yeah.
Yes. Donate so we can get that Roadcaster.
Coming over to the after party on Soonie's page. Bye.
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 We don't have an outro.
They say the song's so offensive, but only if you get offended. I can't offend you without your permission, and you don't even have to listen.